if you're not in America, then, I hope you just have a good fucking weekend. And just ignore us while we all go crazy and maybe dip out for a couple days. All right, before I call the team up, let me give you a little something here. Just remember this 4th of July, please be safe.
It's going to be right there. You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work.
Who did that?
You got to put it in the shoe.
All right. Be safe on the 4th of July. Let's fucking go. I'm going to bring the team up. All right, here we go. I got the sheriff. Ted's in the house.
Happy 4th, everybody.
I got Tim from TFC. Let's fucking go. Understated. Very well stated. Nathan.
From other things.
How are you? From stuff. From places. On chains and other places. And the man, the myth, the Alpha King legend himself.
Fucking Dragon Ball Z shit.
Doing a double stream on a day he's about to hop on a plane first thing in the morning. So shout out to you for being such a hard worker, sir. We appreciate you being here. Happy 4th of July. Shout out to Johnny. He's not here. He's living it up like he should on a beach somewhere, having a great time. So
nice.
How's everybody doing? Let's get this going.
Great stream today, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was fun. Shout out to Late Night on Base, Bill the Bull, #1 podcaster on base, absolutely crushing it. His socials are going crazy. He's building connections. He started off in Pulse Chain, and I remember day one when he only had 50 subscribers and 50 people following him on Twitter, and now he's got over, I think, 16,000 or something like that. So really great guy. So and yeah, he's putting the work. Oh man, and we got Goo God in the chat. We're on the street. He's a Hyperliquid Maxi.
Yo, what even is Hyperliquid, bro?
I have no idea. I'm just saying random things, and I'm confused, and I don't know where I'm at.
Is that this week's rumor? He's the Hyperliquid, and then next week he's another whale in some other ecosystem?
None of that.
It's whatever bullshit that comes to my mind. I just throw it out there. I don't filter it. It just goes out on the screen.
Oh, my God. All right. Where should we start today? How about Pulse Chain? How about that fucking P-Dye?
Ted raised his hand.
Sorry.
Oh, God. This is about to get controversial. This is about to get controversial as shit right now. Let's do it. Fuck it.
All right. Ted, what do you want to say?
I'm being commandeered by my family to go watch fireworks.
All right. Happy birthday. Have a fun 4th.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Stay safe.
If they end early, come back.
Well, I might actually see if I can get enough signal down there by the beach to jump on my phone.
Give us a little interlude of fireworks. If
that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'll be trying to check in, but much love to you guys.
All right. It's good seeing you, Ted. Happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
Have you guys seen the video of the guy in Florida where he's pissed off at his neighbor because they were doing fireworks, and so he just screams at like 3 a.m. "Fireworks! Firecracker! Boom, boom, boom!" He's just screaming in the middle of the night in his backyard. His neighbors are like, "Shut up! Firecracker! Battle rocket!" So, maybe he'll just come on and do that for us.
Nice.
Tim's like, I have no fucking idea what this guy's talking about. It's okay, Tim. I take it in left field at least once a stream. All right. P-Dye. How about this P-Dye? We're less than 2x. Last time I checked. Less than 2x from a penny.
Yeah.
So we're rapidly approaching an area in which every single FUD event has been erased. What do we think, boys?
I'm excited.
So here's my take on P-Dye, and this gets into the liquidity pool pairing. I'm not going to make this really, really confusing because you need like a PhD level to figure some of this shit out. But long story short, you have burn liquidity between a Tropa, and then a Tropa has burn liquidity between 200 different tokens. So it's like a spider web, right? So when you have volume increase on Pulse Chain, those liquidity pools will earn fees and burn tokens and continue to grow. So PDI and Atropa technically can never necessarily be destroyed unless the liquidity from DAI to Rat Pulse or DAI to eDAI is absolutely exhausted to zero. So overall, it doesn't really surprise me. And I think a lot of that liquidity between PDI and Rat Pulse and DAI and eDAI is burned. So PDI is here to stay. I don't know if it's going to go to $1, but it's going to continue to grow, and that's what it's designed to do. And many people haven't figured that out. And because I figured that out so quickly, I had the most upside when I got into the Atropa ecosystem. So that's all I want to say.
Well, shout out to you, Tim. I know you're not. I know you haven't sold your house and put the pink slip up in PDI.
No, not quite.
Do you have any PDI? Have you ever played it? Is it just
No,
that fun
I
story
never,
in the distance?
I never got the gist of it. I didn't see what the big deal was, so I never bought any. So it's kind of, I'm kind of the redheaded stepchild here as far as
some people at home just are like, "What are you talking about?" Like slamming their head into the keyboard. But hey, I'll tell you
Sorry,
what,
guys.
you had a lot less, heart incidents over the last 3 or 4 months, like some of the rest of us who've been in the system, just going, oh God. So, hey, maybe it's something to be said not to go through all that stress. But here we are on the other side of it. And if you maybe were a big fan of Somi and listened to him and started just doubling down as that thing went lower and lower and lower, then holy God, you made out really well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad people did make out really well for those that believed in it and, stuck to it.
All I gotta say about PDI, if you look at the posts on Twitter, you can tell who got in early and who didn't get in early based off how they respond to those FUD events. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to say just point out the elephant in the room, but it was pretty obvious to see who did really well and who did really bad. So
one way to tell is if you ever talked about it, just see who's muted you or blocked you.
Yeah. Or you'll see like the guys hate on it the most because they didn't get in earlier, or you'll see the guys who defended the most because they got in super early. Like it's crazy, man.
All right. Well, let's transition, but stay in the chain. Let's talk about another home run in Pulse chain, TFC. Your chart is holding up very well, sir. It is very impressive. Chris,
Yeah.
you want to bring up the chart?
Yeah,
I was looking at the weekly chart recently, and what I'm seeing on the weekly chart is we are essentially repeating the beginning. If you look at the chart, the first 6 weeks are relatively flat. And then we go up substantially. And now we're flat again. We've been flat this is like the 4th week now that we've been relatively flat. And even the color coordination of the candles is matching. We've got one green, then a red, followed by 2 greens. If this week closes in the green, we're basically repeating the first 6 weeks of our coin. And now a lot of this is based on the price of Pulse, but who knows, maybe in 2 weeks we can start experiencing some substantial uptick again, depending on the price of Pulse.
Well, other thing to throw out, Tim, what this is telling me is we're flatlining versus Pulse. So at this point in time, actually, no, it's actually going up kind of. We had a little bit of a correction on the daily, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not really much. So I mean, as of right now, I'm still under the thesis that this is actually the best store of value versus Pulse, in my opinion.
Isn't it funny how something like this turns into an amazing store of value? And that's all everybody ever talks about. And you're like,
yeah.
Well, this was created to be a store of value, even though it was created on a meme coin generator. Speaking of which, I saw the schedule today for RH Max's PulseX conference, and I'm speaking like 4 different times during that conference. And one of the talks is called "Doing Meme Coins Right."
Nice.
I'm not going to be flexing my chart or anything, but I have some things to say about how to do crypto that I'm looking forward to sharing with people. So it's going to be a very interesting experience. I'm really looking.
You don't have to flex the chart. We'll flex it for you.
Yeah, we'll just brag about it the entire time. Love this chart. I mean, look at it on log scale, dude. Like on log scale looks even better. That's crazy.
It's a nice escalator.
Yeah, it's got some fib levels.
That's a super send.
It is a super send. I got the comment on one of his posts today where he said super send as a comment. That what's his name?
Cash Money.
Whatever, Cash Money.
Cash Money.
And I got to post his video back to him. He didn't respond. I don't think he. I don't know if how his sense of humor is. But the lights were on. His internet was on. His lights were on. So
I think he could just as well like it and just as well pull the gun on you. Be like, that ain't cool, bro.
Cool. Cash Money.
I only speak blockchain.
Cash Money hates meme coiners, dude. So he finds out you're buying like a trope or
oh god,
he'll block your ass. Like he blocked me. Yeah. I was like, damn, dude.
Well, what's his whole thing with the pig token? What is that thing all about? That he's like on?
I have no idea.
Okay, great. That is all. I just like Chris's analogies of pulse chain though. It's like, I was getting like, the dads gathering at the local pool on 4th of July and they grease up a watermelon and throw it in the deep end. It sinks down, and all the 40, 50 something dads dive in, try to bring the watermelon to the top. That's like, pulse chain.
That's like the PG way of saying it, bro. My other analogy is it's like a lesbian 3-way. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
I grew up in like in between Pittsburgh and the Panhandle of West Virginia. So
really?
That's what we did in summers. All the dads would line up with their tractors with their beers in hand, and they'd have a tractor race around the cul-de-sac of the little village I grew up in. And you go to the local pool, you grease up a watermelon, throw it in the deep end, and watch all the dads fight over it as they try to bring it up from the deep end.
I drove through that area so many times because I'm originally from the Philadelphia area. And
okay, cool.
Go back east, I would always take I-70 through Wheeling.
Yeah. That's the only way to get fireworks growing up. You had to go across the border in the West Virginia, get fireworks, the good ones.
The cul-de-sac.
I grew up on a cul-de-sac named after the fox from the Canterbury Tales. Now I'm doxing my parents.
Oops.
Excuse me, is this for the parents of the Council of Elapili?
I heard he was a fan of Chaucer.
Oh my god! All right, Nathan, what's going on?
Goose, like, what the hell?
What's going on with Sonic?
Sonic's good. I mean, I'm still just in it, getting involved with the various influencers in the community. Not that they really know who the Council LP is. I like reposting and tagging their stuff. It seems to be a very, very vibrant, self-supporting community. And I am looping daily. That's just we've talked about in our chats, Mo. We've talked about like looper, and you're like calling out a price. I'm like, yeah, I know what the price is every single second of every single day.
Yo, hey, I'm seeing something on the loop burn chart. We're getting very close to another move. Very, very close because MACD is about to cross. So, and then one thing I see on the 4 hourly, this is a micro. Keep in mind, this is a micro trend. So the breakout could be quick and we might need to get a quick retest, but you can make a case for this being inverse head and shoulders. So in my opinion, if we were to get that move off that MACD cross, I mean, so you could get to a 36-cent loop burn. So looks good.
Love it.
Yeah, it's interesting. One thing that I think some people might not be considering with this is as you get positive. So when you're seeing the price go down, you're having a lot of people compounding their LPs and getting a lot more loop burn in their wallet because of the fees that are paying out. So this protocol, if you haven't looked into it, every 15 minutes you have volume injected into the chart, and it's coming from the protocol and liquidity, and it's coming from just the interactions that are coming through naturally on the chart, right? But it's also constantly lending to the burn. We are quickly approaching a 30% burn. I know Chris and me are probably going to celebrate heavily when it hits 28% because that's just a cool number to hit. But when you see the green candles going up, you're getting positions being liquidated, LP positions being liquidated, and if that person happens to be a long-term holder and loop burn, you're going to see them get they're going to go out of position. They're going to be sitting all S. And they have that choice right there to buy back into the chart. So you see a lot of the green candles come because people are exiting their LP and using that S to buy back in to the protocol. And those are good days when that happens, when you get a mass of them pulling and adding back in higher and higher. And then that's also guarding the price together, right? When you have a nice LP above the price and it gets bought into, you're just helping manage that floor as it goes up. So good stuff. I'm excited.
Question: what do you think about Sonic itself? And I'll tell you where I am right now is I'm having this feeling like it's in its early days still, and if we do have an altcoin season, then it's a first cycle altcoin. And even though they're doing the airdrop seasons, from what I can tell from the airdrops, it's not full. Like you're not going to get like all of a sudden, bang, you just get a whole crap load of fucking Sonic. The way they do their airdrops is they space it out over time. So you get percentage of that airdrop. So basically what I'm getting there is it doesn't seem to be like there's a massive lot of VC unlock. It doesn't look like the airdrop is going to be significant downward pressure, and it looks like more and more and more buildings happening on Sonic almost at a fever pitch over these last couple of weeks. It feels like Sonic is possibly a decent play.
Just holding S itself, right? I mean, and there's a lot of things you can do with it through the various protocols built on it. I'm a heavy user of Shadow Dex right now, and there's even options on there to earn their in protocol or index token through staking Shadow, which is another token to keep an eye on too. I mean, Shadow's at like $20 or something right now.
So just to go back, that's the number one exchange on Sonic.
A ton of
right?
volume going through it. Yeah, a ton of volume going through it. Not
just for like buying a Uniswap coin, but for Sonic on their biggest decks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a little bit different from Uniswap, and the key difference, it is a fork of Uniswap, but the key difference is they have something called VE33. So basically, the theory is you have a little bit of a token inflation, you stake the token, and you earn protocol fees. And this is something Andre Cronji, I can't pronounce his name, but he really emphasized that this is the best model for a DEX. And so they have something on there called X33, which is liquid staking for the Shadow token. So when you hold that token, you basically earn yield from the Shadow staking payout. And long story short, governance, yada, yada, all that stuff. So I think this is actually like a little bit of a step above Uniswap. And if Sonic goes, it's a great beta play. So
that's a good point. I just meant it in the sense of it's the biggest DEX on Sonic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad, dude. Sorry.
But they're incentivizing a lot of protocols being built now as well to receive airdrops that can go into just strengthening the liquidity as well of a lot of the plays that are coming out.
Well, here, I'm going to leave an Easter egg. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, though, but there's actually one protocol that's a good competitor to Shadow X that's actually about to make Shadow X eat its lunch. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll let you guys figure it out.
Oh,
Carry on.
we're on his team. He won't even let us know half the time.
Is it a new one or is it one that's been around?
Johnny's
sure.
still not 1,000 people. Tim's not still not 1,000, so he's not giving us his fucking alpha. So I need Johnny and I need Tim to be at 1,000 members. Whoever's not following him, put their shit out there and blast it out. Get people to follow him because we need this alpha. Damn it!
Yeah,
I've actually got a few thousand followers on X, Twitter, but I don't know how many of them are real. And considering the fact I've been on Twitter for like 13 years, that's actually not something to brag about.
Twitter's weird. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about and who you talk to. I think the longer you're on Twitter, the more you are pigeonholed and echo chambered into your sort of,
Yeah,
area.
I noticed that I'll get a whole stream, like a whole array of posts revolving around a certain topic for a while, and then they'll stop. And then I'll just get an array of posts revolving around another topic, and then they'll stop. And
well,
are you talking about like the main, like the giant influencers? I'm sorry, Chris.
No, you go.
no, like for example, I like somebody's post because they lost weight. Now all of a sudden, I've got like 50 different posts from people that are trying to lose weight appear on my feed. I like somebody's post because they were sober for 6 months. Now all of a sudden, I've got like 30 posts from people that are all sober.
Yeah.
It just there's this rotation of topics that seem to come up in my feed.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I interrupted too much. No, go.
All right. Well, the other thing I just want to throw out there is, Tim, also you're in the Hex and Pole Chain community, which is one of the strongest communities out there. But when you're in this specific subset of X, you don't see the rest of crypto Twitter. And the reason why I know this is I kind of grew up in the Pole Chain community and I spread my wings and flew elsewhere. And so when you get to the other blockchains, the other communities, you network with a lot of really great people and there's more opportunities to grow. So I have a feeling like when you start spreading out more, your Twitter's going to go crazy, dude. So just my opinion.
Sure. Yeah, I haven't put that much effort into trying to follow people that are involved in other blockchains and stuff. It's like, when I first got into Bitcoin, I followed everybody that was in Bitcoin, but now I've unfollowed a lot of those people because of the attitude that they took towards Richard. And there's other crypto people that I followed for a long time that just got really toxic that I just stopped following.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, there are I would like to try to capture the attention of some people that are like on Ethereum and Solana and stuff. Solana is mostly younger people. I don't see how they would be interested in hearing anything I'd have to say. Of course, I could just let the chart speak for itself, but
nah, you didn't like jingle shiny things in front of them and shit. Like Solana, the attention span there too short.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, can I just give you a real quick rundown? Maybe I don't have it. Darn it. Never mind. I had the stats on what Loopburn has done since it's launched, but it's something like 15,000 paid out in the LP fees already, well over 1 million in volume. I think we may have hit 2 million in volume. But great. I didn't have it ready. I should have had that ready. Said that.
Way to be a tease.
There you go.
Hey Mo, you cool if I talk about Yi because they're rating my Twitter hard right now with this live stream.
Let's talk about you know what? Maybe tease him a little bit. Hit Wooly first, then finish on Yi, and we'll wrap it up.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. All right, I gotta
you gotta wait.
Do a quick speed run on these, and we gotta wrap this up. All right, so Wooly talked to Bill the Bull earlier about this, and he gave his great analysis. He's saying that we're starting we're starting wave 1 of Elliott wave theory, and right now we're going through wave 2, which means once we find the bottom for wave 2, we're going to hit wave 3. And if you guys study Elliott wave theory, it basically talks about how charts move in 5 waves, and then once we hit the 5th wave, that's when we start to see it burn off. So in my opinion, the main target for wave 1 of Wooly is going to be $100 million. That is what we're looking at with this particular project. So overall, the price chart looks phenomenal. Just taking a look at the daily, just clean it up a little bit, get rid of some lines. So on the daily, we had a massive explosion followed by a little bit of a correction. I just want to take a look at this correction. So we're sitting at about 53%, the lowest I would say this could go. I've seen these corrections go as low as 72%. I'm not saying that's going to give it to you, but once we start to get confirmation that after this sell-off we get a bottom, then we're going to start looking at that next explosive event. So overall, guys, chart looks good. Any quick comments, questions from the crowd?
Yo, Wooly is alpha, bro.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. Absolutely,
You
man.
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, hear you, man. This
Yo,
is one of the ones you called super early, man. This is a genius call.
Yo, I'm trying to play with this mic I got. You can hear me through the mic, or you just hear me like
Perfect.
you
Loud and
normally
clear.
do?
You're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so it's working good. All right. Yeah, Wooly is alpha, bro. Definitely. We got that in the Overlord chat at I forgot when Ziz called it.
800K.
I think it was Ziz called it, I think, like around 1 mil, but then Chris had called the dip, and I remember I saw 775, I think it was. So it was like real close to 800K. And yeah, bro, this thing went up to like 9-10 mil. Almost, right? Almost 9 mil?
10 mil, almost 10 mil.
10 mil, bro. Look at that. Another banger. So that's Yee at 200K. That's Wooly at 800K. And now we are waiting the next one, bro. So
Don't forget you called TFC pretty early too.
Yeah.
oh yeah, but TFC, that you know what it is though. So like, all right, meme coins, we know we trade them around. Like, we're not even gonna sit here and act like we don't. But something like TFC, bro, the universe is telling me only buy, right? Like Michael Saylor with Bitcoin, only buy. Sell the dollars, get rid of the dollars, keep the TFC, bro. You understand? And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I like Tim. Tim is cool, but not for me to have this feeling like I have, bro. You understand? And I'm not even trying to like talk shit. You know what I'm saying? It's super weird, bro. So for me, TFC is a universe play. You understand? But these other things, you know, we play with them and they do what they do and stuff. But TFC is a totally different beast, bro.
Goo, if I can throw something out there, I think what you're picking up on is the intent that the founders have to create a store of value. I think you're picking up on that intent that we've projected out into the universe, basically. Your antennas have picked up that signal.
Yeah, it's the law of attraction, bro. Because
Yeah.
my thing is, like, I'm even experimenting with a couple of different things now where I'm up a lot on them. And I'm not going to sell them. I'm not going to sell them at all because I just want to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of where my mindset is now, right? So, like, this is so funny because I had made a comment to Mo earlier. We were talking about something in private. And I said, you know, founders that are looking to get their money back for launching their project, as soon as they launch the project, I want nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. And this goes back to what I always told Chris, show me the founder and I'll tell you how well the project is going to do, right? So that's kind of like where my headspace is now, bro. Like I want to be around good people doing good things, and it's not about value extraction anymore. That's where
Yeah.
I'm at. I know people are in crypto to make money, and yes, making money is fun and dopamine and everything else, but I'm past that, bro. I'm trying to level up now. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm here to get stupid rich, man. But the fact is, our way of doing it is sensible and sustainable. It ain't just dumping on people's heads. We have a plan that's going to be mutually beneficial to everybody who's involved.
Yep.
That's just a fact. You know, that's not a marketing gimmick. That's literally the basis that we built our coin on.
I'll just say as we hop in the Yi, the community is incredible, right? I see some similar rumblings of that going on with Barn as well. Maybe we'll get into Barn another time. We don't have to here, but that's holding up well too. Which could be another notch in the belt with the call later on.
Chris, what do you think about Yi? And then we'll wrap it up because we're at a half an hour. I know you have to go tomorrow morning, but we want to let you go.
Yeah.
Plus 4th of July weekend, we all need a party. So,
yes, sir. So here's the thing that I'm seeing with Yi. Me and Bill were tracking this trend line coming up. We had after the breakout, we came back, touched it once, touched it again, didn't break it down. So that shit tells me it's support. Then we came down for a third retest, got front ran, boom, see you later, and now we're coming back down. So here's how I see Yi playing out. We're kind of in this no man's land, so it could either stop here, come back up, and test this resistance, or it can come down and retest this trend line. Overall, the chart looks really, really good, and there's two ways you can play this. You can come down if we touch that trend line, start clipping in, or if we start reverse, come up to about 8.6 million, hop in right there because that tells us that we're about to break out and keep it going. Or if you're not looking to buy or just hold your bags, I would just sit on your hands and just chill. Chart looks healthy, going through a little bit of a correction. I firmly believe this is going to be the number one meme coin on top of Ethereum, guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed. I'm speculating. So,
don't say that. So not Pepe. What do you think about Pepe? Huh?
Fuck Pepe.
No?
Fuck that stupid ass frog. Yi's gonna flip Pepe. Fuck Pepe. You know what? I got beef with all the Pepe Maxis, KOLs. All you guys are pussies. Fucking Yi's gonna flip all you fucking assholes.
Flipping assholes.
Oh my god, I love it. Perfect. Hang on.
Oh wait, we're not doing that one. No.
Nope, not doing that one. That's on a different feed for a different stream on a different time.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. I hope you had a great time. Let me push it to the last thoughts. Chris, do you have anything else to say before we push to the last thoughts?
Nah, guys. I mean, just keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna be out next week. I gotta do a little bit of traveling. Got some stuff I gotta do for my business, but following week, we're going to come back. We're going to hit it strong. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to put this on live stream so everybody can see this. When Chris comes back, altcoin season starts. I'm calling this shit right now. Ethereum's going to break out. You're going to see a crazy pulse chain pump. He's going to flip Pepe, make all those Pepe KOLs look like a bunch of fucking bitches. We're going to the fucking moon, baby. I'm telling you right now, altcoin season starts when I come back. That's it. Guys, follow everybody. If you like meme coins and you're slightly retarded, follow me at the verse 369. Till next time.
Damn it. It's fucking perfect every time.
Yo, bro. So hold on. Oh, shit. This is crazy that Chris is talking like this right now. So this is where I'm at, right? And I don't even like talking like this in public, but I'm gonna let y'all know where I'm at. So the next full moon is on the 10th, right? So I'm thinking anywhere between the 8th and the 10th. Those are good days to secure some gains, right? But now you got what's this new thing? Crypto week coming up, the week of the 14th, right? So what do we have every time, bro, with this type of shit? A pump and a sell the news event. So now I'm speculating that the 13th is going to be the day to take profit. Now, Chris is telling me he's going to be gone all next week. So next Friday is the 11th. So when Chris comes back, it's Sunday the 13th, Monday the 14th. Don't be surprised if we are fucking ripping on those couple days. And I even give y'all an extra alpha. The new moon is on the 24th. So you got some days to secure some gains and then buy back to around the new moon.
Hey, watch out, man. You're giving so much alpha. I can hear the police coming for you, man.
Yo, bro, you hear them bombs, bro? It sounds like I'm in the Middle East, bro. Yo, they're letting off these big ones too, bro. I seen the flash and everything. This thing is like boom, and it just and like you could feel it. You could feel the vibration and everything. And it's like it made me feel bad for everything that's happening over there. It's like imagine real life building size bombs dropping in your town, bro. That's some other shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm a DJ though. I might be standing on the roof with a bunch of sparklers being like, let's fucking go. Look, there's some wild shit, and I guarantee you in war, it would be me. Like, was that guy just walking around in the street during the middle of the war? What is he doing? Taking pictures? Yeah, that's me. Hey, stay safe this 4th of July, Goo. I appreciate the hell out of you, man. Don't let the man catch you. Those sirens sound close. Tim.
Yes.
Words, sir.
Well, happy Independence Day to everybody tomorrow. It's
You
just...
sound like George. You sound like not George Bush. You sound like Ronald Reagan. Well, happy 4th of July.
Remember,
well,
that's perfect.
Buy some TFC for the Gipper.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tim, you got beef with somebody. You got beef with somebody, and then say buy TFC. So find somebody beef with.
Beef with?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Rage
Don't
Rage
actually
Market.
do that. You're a nice guy.
Oh
You're a nice guy.
no. Tim should do that. Yo, start beef with your mom, Dev.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Oh God! Don't
I
do
can
that.
help you. It could be like a
Beef.
coordinated
Marketing
beef.
for them too.
Oh my God!
Dude, the elites do it. We can do it. Fuck it.
Yep.
He was like,
I don't
I'm just trying to be a good guy. I don't want to go to war with anyone. What fucking stream did I just end up on?
Hey, I'm going to be speaking on RH Max's PulseX conference. So who knows? I'm going to be on like 2 different debate panels. So I might start some beef with some people. I mean, even though I'm a vegetarian, man, I know how to do the beef, baby.
Yo, all you gotta
fucking
do is
do it.
just pull up your chart, bro.
Dude, I'm going to be doing a thing on how to do meme coins right, man. I might rub some salt in some wounds, man.
Yeah. You're like green candles. What is that bad? Is green candles bad? Did I break it? Is it broken?
So yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. It's good to be on here as always. You guys are the best. Yeah, just keep it real, man. Love y'all.
Awesome.
Bring it in here. I want to tell everybody, listen, as the P-Die narrative, as the P-Die narrative makes its way off of Pulse Chain, and now it's going to be like the normies are people that aren't on Pulse Chain, right? And they start picking up on what's P-Die, what's it all about? This thing, is it going to $1? Guess who has the market on base cornered on the based version of P-Die? These guys right here. And what's right here in my name? BP Die. We got based P-Die, and it is going to super send. That's right. This is a setup for a send.
A super send.
So you'll hear more about that as P-Die approaches a penny and beyond. We're going to be pushing that hard on base.
Love it.
That's it.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't blow up the house. If you're going to drink all weekend, lock up your ledger keys and your treasures, and don't make any drunken trades, or you're going to send it to the wrong wallet and be fucked. So have a safe weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Eat some fucking hot dogs and hamburgers, unless you're Tim. Have some vegetables and just have a good time. So peace out. We'll see you next week. And Chris, please stay safe on your travels next week. And Johnny, we'll see you when you get back. And everybody else, just have a great fucking week. All right. Peace out. Happy 4th of July.
Hey, guys. Later.